Alert fatigue, shortage in resources, but growing cyber threats and complexities. What are my options to address this?
So, Jonathan, if we operate the model of protect, detect, and respond, we can look at security from a hierarchical perspective. We've got the pyramid at the bottom that we're protecting. The next level up, we're looking at detection. On the top level, we're looking at responding, although this isn't always linear. We've inefficient prevention, and an expanded threat surface has led to a growth in both the volume and sophistication of security alerts. We have a multitude of breaches that we can talk about. The old reliables, Target, many moons ago, Sony, Equifax, Loyalty Build, and the raunchy Ashley Madison got a lot of headlines. And what occurred, these occurred as a result of security technology misconfigurations and overzealous alerting. So there were just simply too many alerts. It led to banal work overload for security engineers and overwhelmed IT security personnel. Ultimately, it can result in what could be a critical alert and leading to a data breach. So what is it that I can do? You can chuck a load of people at it. Can I find the right people? Can I train them? Can I retain them? In a lot of cases, it's a simple no, because it's a very expensive strategy. But even if I could do that, then you're probably faced with the very disjointed processes of multiple people from four corners of the globe. Security teams must coordinate across a variety of detection, enrichment and response tools. And not only, we need to work with non-security tools as well when dealing with security incidents. So if we look at the next level, people not really being the option, we've got to look at our technology and improving the correlation, trying to reduce the number of alerts and improving alert fidelity. The more feeds we can take from across our network, be it on-prem, in the cloud, or both, and using artificial intelligence and machine learning, and looking at, say, user entity behavior analytics. And what I mean by that is, if we detect anomalous behavior, for instance, when there's a deviation from normal patterns, we can identify and put more context around that. And baselining, or profiling the organization is key to getting more from UEBA type technologies. Ultimately, this is going to lead to a greater alert fidelity with more actionable intelligence. We often refer to extended detection response, or XDR, to deliver holistic capabilities across all of our resources. This is where we're taking endpoint detection and response, and we're taking network detection and response technologies and cloud network detection and response capabilities. So look at that triangle, and we're now feeding everything in, and we're bringing more in with the AI and ML in mind. So we're better configuring. We're taking more feeds from across our estate, and we're putting more context on it, which is great. But we still have the remediation piece, or the response piece of the jigsaw. So for those of you that are familiar with the IFTTT app, if this then that, that's exactly what we're looking at with the remediation and response, or what's now referred to as SOAR, Security Orchestration, Automation and Response. The self-service password reset is a great example of automation that's been widely adopted for quite some time. So setting playbooks for various actions delivers a seamless response. I've got one customer who we've worked with in recent weeks, and we've saved 1.5 days per week of a security analyst's time by simply deploying 2 playbooks for phishing emails. 1.5 days per week. That's pretty significant. Out of the box, there are dozens of playbooks that can be adopted by your organization, and most SOAR vendors have a multitude of these playbooks. But it's not only for the IT security folks. With SOAR technology, other business functions can benefit. And HR, as an example, they can provision or deprovision for movers, leavers, joiners. You think about a new person coming on board. They've got to get a new laptop. That has to be ordered. It's got to be configured. They've got to get a new mobile device. They've got to get access to certain applications. So what we're now doing, we're bringing, moving away from a disjointed process that I mentioned earlier on about, too many people, and we're bringing it to a much more joined way of thinking, working across the business units. And that ultimately reduces your risk and improves your security posture. So for those who are on the journey, and they still, a lot of organizations that are security mature face this journey, and it can be 12, 36 months. You don't have enough skills and resources to address the growing risk. You've got to look at outsourcing potentially managed security operations centers. And by that, I mean you've got full 24/7 detect and response capabilities. This isn't just an alerting service. Let me stress that, not an alerting service. We've already got the alert fatigue piece. But look, I'll talk more on that another occasion. Thanks very much for your time.